Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is actually going to be the start of a revision vlog. Hopefully in this vlog I can revise my entire book, but it really does depend on how long it takes me. Actually, I did start revising this book pretty early on. I think I got the printed out copy in June. I made a video about it if you want to check it out. And then I decided to start revising it at the beginning of July. However, I started revising it and then over the course of July and a little bit of August, I was very slow with it and I just kept forgetting what happened in previous chapters. So the notes that I have in my bullet journal are very specific to the chapters, and when looking at big picture things, it's quite important, at least to me, that I remember everything that I've read, and taking big breaks like I did means I forgot a lot of the stuff I read. So I decided today, August 12th, I think it is today, I decided that today would be a good day to restart my revising completely from scratch while trying to make my notes more big picture things and edits that I can put in the first draft and fix in the second draft. So starting here today will be a revision vlog for the second book of my dystopian trilogy, and yeah, I'm gonna start today. I originally was wondering whether I should start it later and give myself a deadline, but I just decided to try and get this done in August so that in maybe November for NaNoWriMo, instead of just doing a new draft and adding more projects onto my already long list of current projects, I would just redraft book 2. I decided to bring you on this journey. I am going to quickly clean my area up and start revising, so I'll talk to you all in a little bit when I'm ready to start. So I managed to get set up on my bed over here. I don't really have space on my desk yet because I have to move things around and can't really bother to do that just yet. I made a new entry in my bullet journal just for this, and this time I decided to also track page count and word count just in case I need to know whether I have to cut things because the chapter's too long, whether I have to separate things, and to know whether some things can be cut that are unnecessary without harming the chapter so much. But you know, it might not be needed later down the line, but I still think it's nice to track these things. I have everything over here, have my pens, have my book, my printed out copy, and I'm now ready to start revising chapter 1, hopefully making more useful notes this time than last time. And I'm also really excited to read the start again because it's been a while since I read the start. So yeah, let's start revising. Just quickly here to inform you all so that these clips make a little bit more sense, because as I was filming them I completely forgot that I didn't explain. So I actually have a new way I'm going to be trying to revise this. First, I'm going to be trying to just reading through the chapter, writing down my initial ideas, and then going through the chapter with more of a keen eye and writing down anything that points out to me. Meaning I'm going to be reading chapters twice, and that might be a little bit of a pain, but I think it is the best way for me to absorb the chapter, because if I read and take notes as I go, I might make a note for something that makes sense later, so it just doesn't really matter. And I also think that by reading the chapter, refreshing my memory, and then going in for notes, it makes it easier because I know what happens in the chapter and I can then look for the stuff that there's problems with. So that's how I'm going to be revising this. Hopefully it'll make my revising a little bit more easier by doing this. The last time I revised the book, which was the first book of the dystopian trilogy, which I'm currently on the second draft with, I didn't do it like this. I just read and wrote down notes as I came across them. So this time, hopefully, it will show me that I can actually revise easier by doing this. So that's what we'll be doing. Just wanted to quickly say that. But now, back to revising.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see when your stars have burnt out.
It's been a hot minute, but I am here with an update. So things got a little bit hectic and I actually didn't get to get as much reading as I wanted to get done. I managed to do the first read through of chapter 1, but that's about it. I didn't do the second read through and I didn't start any other chapters, so that will probably be for tomorrow because it's pretty late now. However, I still wanted to come in with an update. Reading this chapter without any notes, I didn't realize how much I liked the way I wrote some sentences. Now, I'm not really looking at lines and the way I wrote things because I'm not line editing yet. I'm not really looking for like the little things. It's more big picture, developmental stuff I'm looking for. So the fact that while reading, I just picked up on this stuff and I liked some of the stuff I was reading. It was nice because when I first read chapter 1, I don't think I liked it as much. I don't think I liked the way I wrote some things, and I did find things I want to cut, but I like it. So that's positive. Obviously the first chapter is never perfect, so I can't expect to be reading like the best work of art, but I am pretty pleased with what I did write, and it does set up the story pretty well in my opinion. I do like the first sentence, which is a big thing, and it's usually what I can't do. I will definitely be doing more revision tomorrow. I'm also filming something else tomorrow, so that might be a little bit of a jumble and I might not get to be revising as much as I want tomorrow, but I will do my best and I'll see you all tomorrow when I do that, hopefully. See you all tomorrow. It's the next day and I'm currently filming that other video I was talking about. It's kind of a long writing experiment. I just started it, so I still have quite a lot ahead of me and I'm just trying to think where I can fit revision in today, but the only way I can is if I finish this experiment quickly. So the only revision thing related is that I bought myself a writing journal, so I'm going to be separating my bullet journal from all the writing stuff. So I used to like track my word count, track this, track that. It will no longer be in my bullet journal, and I just wanted something specifically for writing because I've been wanting to do something for a very long time, and then I went on Amazon and impulsively bought one. So that's the story. I'm also working at my writing corner again, which I haven't in a while, and that's fun. And while sitting here, I'm realizing how desperately I want to redo this area, just like keep all the stuff on the walls because that's fine. I mean like the actual desk, because there's a couple things I want to change and I just want to make more space. Because if I show you, I would show you, but it's a little bit messy. If I show you, there's like this much space and really nothing can go there. And a desk, I not only want it for writing on a computer, but also for like writing in a notebook and things like that. Revising wise, nothing's happened yet, but I'm hoping to read at least up to chapter 3, so 2 chapters today, because obviously since I don't have a lot of time, I don't think I'll be able to read much more than that. If I can, that's great, but I'm also having to remember that I'm reading chapters 2 times, so that's kind of like me reading up to chapter 5 in normal circumstances, or chapter 6 because I haven't reread chapter 1 yet for like notes. I'll talk to you all when I can actually start revising, but for now, that's it. That's it for me for now. I'm going to be filming that other video, so I will see you all during the revision. I actually did manage to find time today to sit down and do a little bit of revision. I did only read chapter 1, but I did manage to make the read through and write the edit notes right here. And I'm actually surprised that my notes are different. The first notes were just different things and they were very like nitpicky things, which I'm not really looking for right now. I'm looking for like overall plot things. Originally my first read through had 6 notes. This time I only have 4 notes, and I'm a lot happier with the ones I wrote now than before. Like some of the ones I wrote before I just don't think are important right now, so I am pretty happy with how this is going. I don't know if I'm gonna read now or read a little bit later because I'm doing so many things at once. I want to edit this video a little bit just to get caught up with the footage. I want to start editing the other video I started filming today. I want to carry on filming for that other video. I want to write. I want to redraft. There is a lot that I want to do and I don't know if I can fit revising into the schedule just yet, but I still want to do it today. I still want to get up to chapter 3 like I said I wanted to get up to, so we'll see what happens. For now, I'm just gonna end the clip, and when you next see me is when I next work on this book. I'm just glad that revisions are finally getting along, and that though it's the second day and though I'm only on chapter 2 today, that things are actually moving along, that I'm actually getting progress done and not like taking massive breaks in between chapters. I'll see you all, like I said, when I'm ready to carry on revising, hopefully in a time lapse of me revising. So I actually took yesterday off, which is why we jumped a little bit more ahead. And yesterday I didn't really do much. I was mostly just setting up my new writing journal, my new author writing tracker, that kind of journal, because it came yesterday and I did a lot of brainstorming for a new adult story, which is surprising me because I don't read that much new adult genres. I don't read much of anything but YA. So the fact that I actually got an idea for a new adult story and I really like this story and I spent ages yesterday just brainstorming, that's a big thing. Yesterday, that was what I was doing, and so today I really want to get back into revisions. I also decided to push back filming a little bit because I was supposed to film yesterday. I didn't do that because of my journal, and then I could have just started filming today instead, but I also really want to get some revision done, so I'm pushing it to tomorrow, meaning today I don't really have much to do but revise. I'm currently on chapter 4, which is where I wanted to be on Friday, so that's something. Today I want to get up to chapter 6, hopefully. If I can get more than that, that's great. If I get less than that, that's fine, because again, I am reading chapters twice, so it does take a little bit of time to get through a chapter and get the notes I need. Now that I'm sitting in my writing corner, I am going to do some more revision from chapter 4. Today is just going to be a revision day. I'm not going to do anything else because I really want to get to a point that I feel like I'm going at a good pace. And because I didn't work yesterday, I'm going to make today just revision day, and then tomorrow when I'm filming, I'll make it drafting day. So I think I'm pretty happy with how I'm separating that. But yeah, I'm going to get revising chapter 4 now and hopefully revise it in a good amount of time. I am now in chapter 6. I'll be reading it like after this update probably, so I definitely reached my goal for today and I definitely feel motivated to carry on reading, so who knows what chapter I'll reach by the end of today. I'm going to be reading chapter 6 right now. Tomorrow I'm probably, like I said, filming the second part of that experiment video, so I don't know whether I'll be able to film anything for the revision vlog tomorrow, but I'm hoping I can. I'm hoping I find time tomorrow to do it. I also, surprisingly, while reading, I was inspired with tons of things that I wrote down in my new author journal. If you can't tell, I'm obsessed with this. I noted down like a couple ideas for the third book that I had, which is amazing, and a few things to incorporate into the first book as well, which since I'm redrafting that I can easily put in. So anyway, I'm gonna get revising. It's super late right now and I'm sitting on my writing corner to let you all know that I just managed to get the 6 chapters done. Not any more than that. I know I said I was like super motivated, but by the end of that chapter, after reading it twice, I realized I just wanted to do something else. So even though I said today is revision day, I actually ended up doing a little bit of redrafting because I was on the phone to my cousin and she wanted to do some writing, so we did some writing together. And after that, I just decided to call it a night, not do any more writing. And so I'm here to say that I feel like this day was quite short in terms of footage, but I hope to film tomorrow a little bit. Tomorrow I am also actually going out, so who knows whether I'll get time to even film my video tomorrow. But since I'm going quite early, maybe I'll have like the afternoon to do it. who knows, I just hope I can do some revision tomorrow to try to get up to like chapter 10 or something if I can. I hope like tomorrow if I can do revision I can get to like chapter 10 or something, which would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is it for today. I'm on chapter 7, the beginning of chapter 7. I haven't started reading it, but chapter 7. And that's all I wanted to say. So I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow, if not Tuesday. Okay, see you all then.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. All the years it would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but...
Hi everyone, it's been a little bit of time since I last came with an update. In the time that I wasn't revising, I was mostly just working on things for my author journal. I was brainstorming for a different idea, which is actually like a new adult/adult fantasy. I'm not quite sure about the age bracket or exactly what the story entails, but I do know that it's not YA. It's more new adult. I'm pretty sure it's new adult more than adult, but the age bracket and the types of things that happen are for new adult. I haven't really been doing revising lately because I just haven't felt the motivation to sit down and do something. So I want to get back into revising because I don't want to go too long without revising anything. Today, hopefully I can revise, but today I'm also getting the first dose of the COVID vaccine. So depending on how I feel afterwards, I will revise. I hear that some people have, like, they feel ill after it, but then some people don't feel anything. So I'm hoping I fit into the some people don't feel anything bracket so that I can actually work on stuff today. But yeah, I will let you guys know how that goes. So I'm officially back from getting the COVID vaccine. I feel pretty fine, other than the fact my arm is like a little aching. Nothing's really out of the ordinary, so I feel pretty good and motivated to get back into work. I'm going to get to revising probably on my desk so I can try to be productive, but I might move to the bed depending on how I feel. I just came downstairs to where the little coffee table is in the room because I decided that a change of scenery would be the best for me to get into productivity, because since the last update's been a little bit, I did start drafting for my experiment because I forgot I had to do that. But I'm here to revise with all my stuff on the table right here. There is a little bit of background noise because there are other people around, but hopefully that won't get in the way too much. Hopefully I could be more productive down here. I feel like I can since my TV is not on and none of my things are with me, just this. So let's hope that I can get up to like chapter 8. I think that was what I wanted to get to last time if I talked. I don't remember. But I'm going to try to get to chapter 8 today. Maybe chapter 9. And yeah, just try to get through this story as best as I can. And I might even read out loud, depending how I feel. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to do now. Hours after lights out. I'm currently on chapter 8 of the draft, which is where I wanted to be, and I'm so excited for this chapter because something really big happens. This is like the turning point of the book, so I'm super excited to read this chapter. I am prepared for the mistakes, but I'm also prepared for the way the story is going to change and the way a character goes from being just someone mentioned to a main character. I'm just going to get on with some work now, some revising, and I'll see you all when I get properly into it, because right now I'm with my sister in her room, which is why there's a different atmosphere here. But you know, when I'm ready to like properly dive into the work, I will be back with you all. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly update you all, tell you where I'm at. I just had food and I realized it was quite a while since I revised anything. So I decided to come upstairs and do some revision. I'm currently on chapter 10, which I find really, really exciting. And I think I'm either in or approaching Act 2. Also, while reading today, because I finished reading chapter 9, the second read through, to make the notes, I realised I have 2 ideas that I want to do for this book. The first is that I want to make art for all of the characters, like official character portraits for all the characters, and I want to add them into one of the books, maybe the 3rd book, because I have plans for the 1st and 2nd. And I was thinking about doing like art pieces for the 3rd book anyway, but today I was like, I definitely want to do that, whether it goes in the book or not. And then the second idea is I want to write short stories for all the side characters because I want to understand them more and also give them more page time, even if it's not like in the actual book, so that I understand them more. So those are 2 things I realized I want to do probably after revision because I just want to get done with it. And so yeah, right now I'm just going to revise chapter 10, hopefully reading it twice so that I can be completely done. But yeah, I'm going to do that now. Hi everyone, and welcome to the vlog that I'm totally remembering to do. I go back to college in September and I also really just want to get this revised by the end of August, but I don't know how that's happening because I'm currently on chapter 14 and I have 25 chapters in total. So I don't know whether I managed to read everything, but I'm hoping I can. Also yesterday, I bought A Court of Thorn and Roses because I've always wanted to read it. So I got suddenly into reading again, which is really exciting. Knock on wood, it stays that way. I thought today I'm going to do some more revision just because I feel like I was going at a good pace the last time I revised and I really want to get back into it. I also recently found a series journal to these books. And it was a little bit surprising to me because I kind of lost it for a while. I didn't use it for a while. Mainly because book 2, its outline was on my computer. Like I transferred all the stuff to my computer. So I didn't really use that series journal a lot towards the end of the book. And book 1 didn't need it. Book 3 didn't need it. Book 3 I outlined on my computer entirely. And book 1, all my redrafting notes were done on cards, so I didn't need it. But finding it again is really exciting because I got to go through all the notes and ideas I had for this trilogy, and also just seeing like the way I chapter outlined and the way I thought the book would go compared to how it actually went is pretty fun as well. The goal today, hopefully I can get to 18 today so that I can finish by the end of the month. That is the goal. That is the overall goal for this vlog. By the time you're watching this, you probably know whether I'm done or not by the end of August. But I'm hoping there are no September updates because I'll be done by August. It's been a little bit of time in between, but I feel comfortable, okay enough to come to my writing corner and do some work. One thing I'm starting to notice more and more is I make spelling mistakes everywhere. I write so fast and I don't read what I wrote, and then I just present it to the world and my spelling mistakes visible as ever. Spelling mistakes galore. It's evident in everything I do, including this book. The things I've spelt wrong, like there was like an instance in the book, I think it was like chapter 13, where I don't know, like writing must have got messed up somewhere because it was just like as if like it was just like a keyboard smashed and produced those word, like that specific word, and there was like a capital letter in the middle of it. It's really weird. I'll try to put a clip on screen to what that looked like because that how does that even happen? And then I don't know how it didn't pick it up because I did do the spag check and it didn't pick up, so I have no idea what happened there. And then I spelled the character's name wrong. The main character's name, Aveline, the one I've been writing for the whole book before this and here, I spelled her name Aveline and I never fixed it. I didn't even notice it. I didn't write it down in my bullet journal because I'm not looking for, you know, like spelling mistakes, spag mistakes. I do note it down occasionally. If it's like super bad, like chapter 6 is grammar mistakes everywhere. It's terrible. if it's like chapter 6, I will note it down because I would go crazy knowing that I skipped without noting that down. I'm just generally in like a weird headspace today, like it's all just jumbled. Maybe it's because I was up until like 3 a.m. last night just reading, which is really nice, and I don't tend to read ebooks either, so it was nice staying up, actually wanting to read and reading an ebook. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get to revision now. I'll come back to you all when I finish chapter 14 just because I want to like get through it. I think it's a short chapter. Let me check the page count. Yeah, it's a short chapter, so it shouldn't take long. And when I come back, I'll talk about it, hopefully. Hopefully I come back today. I've been really bad with keeping track of vlogging. Like, I've been slowly revising, but I haven't been vlogging it too much. So yeah, hopefully I come back, and I will see you all after chapter 14 has been read. Hey guys, I am back. Chapter 14 has been read, and we are now on chapter... You can't see it, but I'm on chapter 15 now. And chapter 15 is yet another like short-ish chapter. I don't know the word counts yet, haven't checked. I just went on Google Docs now to check the word count. The pacing is a really big issue in this book. Some scenes happen so fast, some scenes happen so fast that like I introduce something really important and then I never mention it again. So that is something that needs to be fixed. I definitely do need to go in and like fix the scenes and make sure they read well, that I spend time explaining things, and that kind of makes me think like, am I an underwriter again? Because I'm pretty sure I came to the realization I'm an overwriter who just can't plot, but this is starting to make me realize otherwise. But no, the actual reason is because I can't plot, so most of the time I don't know what should happen in scenes and I skip over them. So I'm still an overwriter, guys. I'm still an overwriter. I want to still get up to chapter 18 today. I am going to find the word counts, do more chapters. I don't know about the update in the vlog thing. I might come back after I do a couple chapters instead of one because I feel like I'd have so much to talk about, and I already ramble a lot. This has been established. Also, I was thinking back to the last time I revised where I made my scene notes as I outlined. I was actually thinking about doing that for this book as well, but then I realized I want to outline it differently. I want to keep the outline I have, you know, with all the scenes, individual scenes, because I outlined in chapters. So I want to get individual scenes and then either cut the ones I don't want anymore or add in scenes and maybe make like a big scene wall up here. I don't know how this is gonna work. I feel like maybe for all my draft 2s I'd have like big scene cards up here or somewhere else on my wall, maybe up here where all the pages are, because it looks a little bit scruffy sometimes. That's the plan. I don't know, well, I say that's the plan. I don't know the plan yet. It's still all up in the air. I just know I'm not gonna do scenes right now because I'm already reading chapters twice, so I don't want to take even more time with chapters, even though maybe it would benefit me, but I will have to read through the book again to, you know, find out the scenes. So I guess I'm reading the book 3 times. That's just wow. In this vlog I'm probably not going to be doing the re-outlining bit. I might do it in like a separate vlog or something if, I don't know, if I feel up to it, but re-outlining is not going to be anything special. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I manage to start filming again. Getting downstairs and I'm currently making iced tea, which I'm super excited about, and working downstairs with an AuthorTube video in the background. I am feeling like super productive. I did just edit half of this video, which, you know, the fact that the TV was on and I managed to do something is pretty amazing. It happens very rarely, but because it did happen, I know that I will be able to work at the same time. I have the coffee table right here, so hopefully I can get to work. The plan is to get to chapter 20 by the end of today. Originally I was going to go for like 18, I'm pretty sure. I forgot already. So let's see how it's gonna go. I'll come back to you guys probably tomorrow because I'm just gonna focus on revision right now. But until tomorrow, thanks for watching. I actually managed to remember to film. Hello, it's been a little bit of days and I can't talk again apparently, but it's been a little bit of time and I'm now on chapter 21 and there are 25 chapters, meaning today I can possibly finish. Not that late, so I think today I can finish the read through, which is amazing because today is August 29th and that means I'd be finishing before the end of August, which is just great. I'm sitting at my writing corner, which is why the lighting is like messed up a little bit, but yeah, I am doing I'm just reached chapter 21 now. I just finished my second read through for chapter 20, and the last line of chapter 20 was better than I expected. I actually liked it, so yeah. Today is also a Sunday, meaning today's like my rest day, because I decided to like set my days out for how much work I should be doing, what work I should be doing, just because I figured with all the projects I want to work on, it'd be easier. So I'm gonna kind of test that out. I'm already prepped for it, so I'm just gonna go straight to work, maybe get myself a drink to power me through, some water or something, nothing too fancy. And when I make some progress, I'll catch you guys up. So I just got to a scene where these two characters are talking to each other, and I forgot how much I liked the scene. Like, I liked it when I wrote it, and now I like it reading it back. So this scene is definitely one that will stay in the books. And I very rarely read something that I actually like and I don't feel like I need to nitpick. This is pretty good. And I'm not really looking for like the nitpicky stuff anyway, but just from what I've read, it seems pretty good. So I'm happy that there's something in this book I can work with. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and quickly say that reading through is nice when I have good things like this to read. I like this scene. That's nice. That's a nice thing for reading through. Anyway, I'm going to go back to reading. Hello everyone. So it is the next day after I officially finished the read through for this book. This is my author journal. We don't need that. For this book, I have read the entire thing, all 25 chapters plus the little epilogue. I have a couple of notes I want to talk about. I have a very creaky desk chair, but using the bullet journal that I wrote all my notes in, I have like a couple things that I want to talk about. I want to mention before all the negatives, which there is quite a few. There is like 2 spreads and a page full of negatives. The book, some of the writing, some of the lines I really liked. There was this one like speech one of the characters gave, and I think that with a little bit of rewording, it's really good. And I'm not the type that likes to toot my own horn. I don't like to talk about what I think was good because it feels kind of like narcissistic in my opinion. I know it's not. I know it's good to revel in your, achievements, and it's healthy to look at what you do good, but I've just always been taught by to be humble, to not like talk about what I think I did well, but focus on what I did bad and make that better. So yeah, it feels weird to say it, but I just think that it's really nice that I did like some of the scenes, and I think that some of the parts in this book were good writing. Some, as you may have seen through clips in this, were questionable, such as that one mistake I made, which was just a keyboard smash. I don't even know what the word was trying to say. Well, I do know what the word was trying to say, but I don't know how it got to that. I'm pretty happy with some of the writing. I think that even though I wasn't looking at the lines and the way they were written, I still focused on it. If the scene was particularly written bad, I knew it. I could pick up on it straight away, and it made the scene less enjoyable for me to read. But yeah, I'm happy with how some things were written, and I'm pleased that it's not all just garbage, which is what I was expecting, to be honest. Now, the negatives. I'm not going to talk about the chapters specifically because each chapter has its own problem basically, but I will just talk about the things that I saw continuously and the things I need to fix in draft 2. Once again, I was focusing on big picture edits, and I read chapters 2 times. So once without writing anything down only at the end when I finished the chapter, and then I read through again to see if I missed anything or forgot anything. The first thing that needs to be fixed that I think will require some heavy outlining for this specific thing is there are 2 characters that feel kind of useless in the book. They have a need to be in the book every now and again, and some parts they are quite important. For example, the introduction scene where we meet these characters, they're pretty important in that, but then afterwards are just kind of like background characters, and if I gave their roles to another character, they wouldn't need to exist. and their roles seem just like really small and minuscule. I need to make them more important in the plot. And then relating to that, there's a character that was important at the beginning of book 2, important in the middle of book 2, but then they kind of drifted off to nowhere and they just kind of seemed like a different character every time they were introduced again. I don't know why this is, because this is one of the fastest books I ever wrote. I wrote it in like 4.5 months, 5 months. So it's not like I forgot this character, especially because I've been writing this character even before book 2, because I subtly introduced them in book 1 at the end. I knew about this character. I knew this character was going to be a thing. I even created his own profile in the series Bible, so I knew what he's like. I knew what he does. He just didn't seem like himself. He seemed like someone else, and his character just got all messed up at the end. So he also needs to be fixed. Another thing I noticed, which is once again bringing the question, am I really an overwriter or an underwriter, is that many of the scenes are way too quick. I don't explain anything, I don't spend time in scenes, I just tell you what's happening, characters talk for a little bit, and then move it on. So a lot of the scenes that have lower word counts, like chapter 4, this is the first time I switched POVs. So you'd think that both POVs in this chapter, which is the main POV and then the switched POV, would have time spent on them, but neither did, and my word count for that chapter was only 2071. I didn't describe the settings at all. They may as well have just been in a cardboard box and it would really have been different. So I need to also spend time on descriptions, and especially the descriptions of how characters look. I need to fix that part of the book as well. Last thing I want to mention, which is what came up a lot as well, like I said, the majority of problems are chapter specific, but this is like what I saw happening in multiple chapters. There are some scenes that are either missing because it just feels kind of like something's happened out of nowhere, and then there are some scenes that are completely unnecessary, which will definitely be cut. So that's all the notes that I'm gonna explain in the video. There are still tons of problems, and if I ever make like a draft 2 vlog, I didn't for book 1, but I might for book 2, who knows. If I ever make a draft 2 vlog, I will maybe go in more depth on some of these chapter problems, depending on if they're like spoilery, because there are some spoilery problems. Then I will talk about them more there. But these are the current problems. So yes, thank you very much for watching this revision vlog. I don't know how long it's going to be yet, but I hope it's not too long. If it is, I apologize, I talk forever. Let me know if you've ever revised, what sort of things you normally see. Do you see the kind of things I do, which is like, you know, inconsistencies and things, or are there other problems that you come across? Thank you very much for watching. I hope to have another video out soon, but that's it for now. Bye!